In today's video, I'm going to show you how, why, and when, and where I might build what looks like the starting of a base at a location. And again, this is for usage by everybody. It's going to be a lot like a previous video I uploaded, so here we get it done. I have a foundation, just 2 pillars, and 1 door frame and a door. That's 160 wood or 16 planks, and 30 wood for the door. 30 wood for the box, and a workbench that requires, as you may already know, 50 wood and 8 stones. Also a fire pit, which is 5 wood. Go around here, go inside, and stand on this pallet, or exactly at the 50-50 point here, right at the halfway point in the building. We then position ourselves this way, slide over till we're dead center looking down this little hallway. Put in our foundation, and we want it to clip preferably slightly through the walls in the back. When we go forward, we automatically walk up on it, but we're really being made to crouch and or duck. Now we have a couple of choices. Because this one already has this back area basically sealed up, we could make this into a mini base ourselves. I'm going to make this into an open area to access for everybody instead, for a specific set of reasons. Now when we do it, we can't see the post being formed outside. We do that, and hopefully it's where we need it. Sometimes it doesn't work. Then we switch over, put the door frame in, and then just put the door in. And we don't really have to interact with the door, but if you want to make it to where somebody can take this over, hit the unlock function, and that's it. That is a dead space we can work in. Now you might have noticed it's right next to this pallet and a spawn point. The pallet has technically 1, 2, or maybe 3 spawn points in this area here. Based on what I've seen on some servers, they can be implemented any way they want to. But anyway, here we go with the next thing. We want to, now obviously, let me turn that off for a second. Obviously you should know where to put your boxes and such. If you see that it hinges open on one side or another, it's often best to put the box on the side where the hinge is. That way if it opens inward, the box will be covered by the door. But that isn't really pertinent in this case because of what we're doing. Push it into the wall as much as possible and set it in place. And because I did not set a password on it, I cleared the locking on the door. That means that it and the ground here can technically be taken over somewhat. Depending on the server you're on, you can't really take it over. We put a workbench in, and then in this case, just because I can get away with it, I'm going to try to put the campfire on top of the box. And it let me do it, for whatever reason. After that, I will come by and put a furnace in here. Why am I doing this? Well, number one, this is not really hidden, but it's a little bit more hidden than you might realize, because people will just ignore it because they run past it. And I'm going to put things in here I don't care about, which includes literally everything that isn't wood and rocks, because I'm building these things. But I'll show you what it looks like from the outside, and we'll squeeze through, grab the stuff out of this box. Reasons for doing this. A lot like any other concentration of loot spots and loot spawns, people tend to just throw things out, like I might throw this out. By leaving a box somewhere, people get used to finding a box, maybe even putting one down if it goes missing, and not throwing things away. Instead of just despawning stuff, they just put it in a give and take box, which is what that box is. And in most cases, I'll make it to where you can get up on the roof if it's needed. In this case, it's not. The idea here is that these become areas where people have a tendency to just make them a neutral zone. They tend not to fight each other, and they tend to give each other a bit of a leeway, which is what we want here. I'm going to show you what that looks like when we come back out here. Obviously, if the doorway was out towards the outside, all of this would be just about covered by the door. This helps in that it makes it to where you could open the door and leave it open by accident, and no one would see anything because it's tucked behind the door that's been opened. I've actually had that happen, so that's how I accidentally discovered that. But anyway, that was a really quick guide on how to do it in one of these pillboxes, or whatever you want to call it. It is annoying that you can't go in here and that this is not a damn door. Also, if you want to, you can seal these up if you decide to make this into an actual place you're staying in. You'd put a wall back there, or maybe nothing because there's a rock in the way, and put in one barricade right here to seal up the door area here. The reason for doing this with a foundation is because it makes it to where these three items, the campfire, workbench, and box, actually last more than 12 hours. And by putting a door on it that has, again, no lock on it, a person can take it over, but why would they? This also means that a person seeing this will say, I don't have to blow this up. And it tends to last longer just because of that. And remember, to renew any of these, if you find one, or any box you find, you go down, look at it, and make sure there's some woods in your hotbar, and you click the button, in this case it's number 5, to renew these. We'll have one little example in a minute here. Yesterday I went through and did all of these locations to test the decay rate on this server. And I put a box back in the back of this larger warehouse-looking building here. Oh, and there's one here too. So we'll just do this one. Look at it, get very close to it. For some reason that's required sometimes. And I'm going to hit the number 5 button to renew the wood. And again, 2, 3. Okay. And I only had to tap the button 3 times to get that large box to work. Over here I had a whole bunch of things. They're all gone now. I'm going to go in here and go in the back where, again, I had a whole bunch of stuff, just like I placed in that other one. And this one here, we're going to look at how much is required. It's at 157 on my quantity of wood, and let's see how much it takes to renew this box that's been sitting about 24 hours. Is it going to let me? It's not letting me. Okay. Okay, here we go. So each tap is 1 piece of wood, and it does a lot more repair work than it really has a right to. Anyway, I hope that this has been useful to you. I'm going to take everything out of here that I don't need. Oh, look, another triple box that I don't use. I normally don't use triple boxes. I prefer the single boxes. That sounds stupid, but I really do prefer them. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. And I hope this video has been useful to you. And I'm going to go around being a gnome and put a bunch of stuff into the boxes instead of tossing them out so someone can use them for something, even though at least one of the items I just put in my inventory is literally useless. I'm still going to save them and salvage them, and it'd really be, again, it'd be really nice if the game originally had a recycle function, but it doesn't. So anyway, that's it. Bye.